anybody will be saying they take work, they clean, and so better go they follow you. If you be director, make you do your work well, or you be apprentice, make you not take your work play.
Welcome to JPAC TV podcast for this week. I hope you've been enjoying our podcast, and please don't forget to subscribe to our at YouTube JPAC TV and also follow us on our Facebook page. Today we'll be having the honor of discussing governance as relating to the grassroots. Let me welcome to the podcast today the Honorable Chairman of Yenagoa Local Government, the Mayor, they call him, Honorable Bolisere Indiawari. Good afternoon. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon.
Wow. Let me commend you again for the wonderful office you have here, sir.
Thank you.
Wow. You have a good taste, sir. 1 year plus in office. How has it been like? When you got sworn in, were you jittery?
No, I was not jittery.
Did you know the task ahead? Were you prepared for it?
Yes, I was prepared for it.
Wow.
From the point when my name emerged as a candidate of the party, I started making the necessary arrangements so that I don't come and learn on the job. So while the election was conducted and we were waiting for swearing in, I had to pick up the state procurement law, the Bayelsa procurement law, to read through it and to have a good grasp of what I'm going to face in terms of award of contracts, in terms of procurement. In the past, I had been in this council as a councillor, and then several years down the line, I also had the opportunity of being the secretary of council in the caretaker committee under Honorable Ofoji Oboku when he was chairman of the council. And so, over the years, those experiences had prepared me. While I was councillor, I also had the privilege of serving as the pioneer chairman of Okodia, Zarama and Pisini local government, which position I held for 8 months. So I was not new to council.
Okay.
I had some little experience to manage the affairs of the council.
But some persons will say, this name, it's not that big name. How, first of all, when somebody asks, who is this man, Honorable Indiawari? They say, this man, he got a big name, but he got small body. Who is Honorable Indiawari?
Okay. Honorable Indiawari was born 52 years ago. Honorable Indiawari attended the Baptist Primary School, Biseni, proceeded from there to the Biseni Secondary School, finished the Senior Secondary School Certificate exam in 1990. 3 years later, went to the Federal College of Education, Omoko, where I studied agric education. I graduated in 1996. In 1997, in search of greener pasture, went to Lagos made attempts to join the paramilitary organizations, the police as well as the DSS. Those attempts were futile. Came back to Bayelsa in December 1997, and the following year, late General Abacha passed on. General Abacha came in and midwifed
The Fourth Republic.
the Fourth Republic, and that process had the opportunity to contest it for councillor Ward 13 Yenagoa local governments, won the election, sworn in June. In August was made supervisor for education, supervisory councillor for education. In January 2000 was appointed as the pioneer chairman of Okori Asarama Bisini local government when Chief DSP Alamesia in his time
Created those rural development 24
local governments. Served the council for at that capacity for 8 months. Thereafter, after the 8 months, came back to Yenagoa and completed the remainder of the councillor tenure. And in 2004, I took up appointment as a teacher.
You went back to the classroom?
Yes, and taught for up to 18 years, though in between there was this period of my coming to the council as secretary. In between, after the councillor stuff, saw the desire to develop myself and to apply for the law program with the National Open University. We were the pioneer set. It was a very tortuous journey. Eventually, after several years, not the normal conventional stuff, because the system is run through modules and course materials, and the assignments or the tutor marked assignments you do based on what is in that book. So your progress is determined by the availability of the books. So it was a really tortuous journey, but I had decided over the years that whatever I am doing, whatever I put my mind to do, I do it to the last. I don't abandon courses. So I graduated in 2000 with an LLB Bachelor of Laws. In 2018-2019 academic session, I further proceeded to the Rivers State University, where I studied law again and graduated in 2022 with a Master of Laws with special interest in constitutional law.
Wow. That's a very rich resume you have there, Mayor.
And also still making further.
Okay. For now, I love that.
For now, let's leave it.
Exactly. We don't stop learning. Mayor, when you took
I'm married
with how many kids?
I'm married with 3 kids.
Wow.
3 boys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
When you ventured into politics, when you came back from Lagos, were you really prepared, or you went under the normal tutelage of godfatherism?
Not really under the tutelage of godfatherism, but when you have leaders, and for whatever you are aspiring, even in the ward or the local government, you consult with your leaders. That I have an interest in this area, so I consulted also. But as a student at the Federal College of Education, at some time I was appointed the secretary of the student government. just for a short time. My spare time, I used to go to the library and I read the biographies of great men, the Kennedys, the Lincoln, and some other. So I had formed my opinion about where I was going in life in terms of service to humanity. So I had that then. During the democratic experience under Abacha, there were chairmen and councillors. My ward councillor, I was his campaign director manager.
Okay.
And then we are just doing as young people in that light. And eventually, when his term ended, we were looking at who should replace him as his tenure is ending. And then somehow they suggested, you can do this thing. So that was how I took up the challenge. I went in and it was contested. There were 3 candidates. There was one of NSM and another party. And I think APP, yes, APP as it was then. And I emerged as the winner. And then in the process of that, I also had these other opportunities to serve. So it was not much of at that councillor level. It was not much of a godfatherism team. Candidates came up who were interested, indicated their interest. The leaders supported, and the rest is history.
Wow. Mayor, when you took over the mantle of leading Yenagoa local government, you said you already prepared your mind of having served as councillor before, but the actual challenges you met on ground, how has it been like for you?
Yeah, yes. Of course, there is no life without challenges. There are challenges of course, for every system, every governance structure, there are challenges of finance. There are challenges of the leadership structure within our communities. There have been a lot of issues of chieftaincy problems. I think almost every month there is that one problem in Barai or in BCD or in Ipia and Atisa. Youth elections and all of that. So we'll be trying our little best to manage them. Within the means of the available resources, we have tried to do a few things. We may not be where we want to be, but at least we are adding value to development in our local government.
Well, being the mayor of the capital, does it put pressure on you? Is it an added pressure? Because yes, there are other chairmen in other local government, but for you being the chairman, the mayor of the state capital, is it an added pressure or is it a big relief?
There is much pressure on the mayor seats. For instance, last year we buried 15 corpses, unidentified. 15 last year. This year we have buried 4. And so when there is any dead body somewhere, unidentified, no family member or owner come to claim. They will call you, Chairman, there is a corpse at social point, and you have to quickly deploy your health personnel to go and evacuate and bury the corpse. Those challenges you can really find in other local governments, very rare. And well, every city comes with its own challenges. And of course, you are aware that a few months before now, there are this upsurge of cult-related challenge or activities. And when young people are gunned down or killed in very barbaric manner, it calls for concern. And so, yes, the seat is really, really challenging. And another issue is I come to work every day. Even today, you can see the number of people outside. Today is not a visiting day. But you can see.
So what time do you even have to rest?
Well, since I came, except for the last week journey that we made, which of course it was not a journey to go and rest. It was a study tour. I have not rested. I have not had 1 day holiday outside Yenagoa.
Wow.
Oh, God has been sustaining me.
Talking about adding value to Yenagoa, the governor, in a recent meeting with your colleagues and you, mandated each local government to look into area of comparative advantage in each local government. Yenagoa, what areas are we looking at?
Yes, flowing from that governor's meeting, we went to Rwanda to understudy their system. Yes, we have plans for agriculture. We want to go into aquaculture as well as crop farming. We will establish demonstration farms. But beyond those farms, we also want to look at value addition. Do we just breed fish and take to the market and compete with the Swale traders or Panshan traders or Alzaram? We want to see how those things can be processed. During this study tour, we were exposed to a lot of, we went to the Rugari, the Kigali area, where animals are processed. Pigs, the cattle, and that is like a value chain to farms, fish farms. And so the takeaway from the tour, very shortly, people of Yenagoa will experience some development in the agriculture sector. We'll lease lands, going to plantations. We'll plant plantain, banana, and then we'll also look at vegetables. I just took some seeds from my colleague yesterday, and as I get home this evening, I will put some of carrots. I have small space.
Small garden space.
Carrots, cabbage, lettuce, and tomato. So we'll be doing some of these things. We'll look at poultry also. We want to see how we can be self-sufficient in food production. That there should be food security in Yenagoa.
Is it the local government that wants to go into it, or you want to partner with existing farmers?
The local government will have their own farms as demonstration farms, where farmers will come and also get essential services. Then we'll also look at partnerships where those who are already into farming or who have lands that lacks the wherewithal to expand, we can partner with them. And then our desire is that there should be sufficiency in food production in Yenagoa.
Okay. Mayor, let's look at flood.
Yes.
And particularly this flood. Your part of the Yenagoa, Biseni, Sagama, usually worst hit when the flood comes. First of all, the issue about relocating displaced persons.
Well,
First of all,
the people of Biseni, they are not new to flood. When I grew up as a young boy, I wanted to go to school in Port Harcourt. They said I was 6 then. Said I was too small, too young. So my father took me to the village So I stayed with my grandmom and my auntie, and I started school immediately. When I came to the village, I saw some buildings that the DPCs of those buildings were very high, including one of my uncles. So that goes to show that even before now, yes, today we appreciate the fact that there had been degradation of our environment, and so the rainfalls are much. Then there is also the issue of erosion.
And our rivers are more shallow now.
The rivers that used to be deep are very shallow, while the land that used to be higher, most of it had been washed away. And so, if you see most of those houses, you realize that they had been flooded even then, before I was born. The DPCs were very high. One of my uncle's building, in 2022, the highest flood we have experienced.
Yeah.
That building was not flooded.
Wow. You see me?
Yes.
That must have, that building should be about, if I'm not mistaken, it should be over 6 feet.
More than 6 feet.
Wow.
So we are used to water. Well, I'm aware the state government is doing our best to ensure that higher grounds are built. I think land has been acquired. The efforts are on to clear the place and then get a dredger to sand field some areas so that when the flood comes, people can relocate from their homes to the higher ground for the period. Mm-hmm. Usually takes about 5 to 6 weeks from when the flood comes and it peaks, then when it recedes. So for that period, instead of people living in water or on top of bridges, which is dangerous, 2022, a young child fell from the bridge. They could not even find a corpse because at that time, the depth of that place should be up to 20 to 25 meters. So that is not a secure place to live. And so if we have land areas where the higher ground is prepared, maybe there's a little provision for water for the period where a pipe-borne water, at least if the wellhead is up and then there's some kind of treatment, people can use the water the period for the moments. And so those are some of the. So the state government is working towards preparing higher grounds to help the Bisini area, which is usually flood worst hit. The other area is Tombia. After Bisini, the next very serious. But within the town, the government has done so much, so well. Through the Flood and Erosion Control Agency, canals have been opened up, drainages. And so within the town, that's why the flash floods affecting other states is not impacting Yenagoa so much because of those efforts that have been made. So I want to commend the governor and the flood and erosion control team led by Savio Omusu. They are doing really well.
Are you bothered about the PA Creek?
Yes,
it's blocked at various points.
That is very true. Yes, if the PA Creek is opened up eventually, I think they have plans. Last year, in the course of before the flooding, there were some areas we visited. The Commissioner for Environment, the Flood and Erosion Control Agency, and then the Environmental Sanitation Authority. They also have plans of desilting the creek. But the major challenge is this. As much as the soil is eroded into the creek, we as residents must stop throwing dirt, our waste materials into the creek. That is not the waste bin. Somewhere at Okutukutu, if you go there and you see the fields there, that's a problem caused by man. And so we must we must change our attitude, the way we dispose our refuse. If we throw our refuse into gutters, it will block the gutters and water will not flow. And if water does not flow, as it is raining, the water will flow into homes and then people complain. But there are drains. I think all of the new roads constructed by this government, the Prosperity Administration, they have drains. If you go to the new university and you see the roads, all of the roads have drains and all the drains are covered. And so, but if by the activities of man, if we throw our refuse into those drains and the water is not flowing, then we should not blame anybody.
But what is the local government doing in view of helping to sensitize the people and helping them to know that the environment is for everybody?
Yes. First, we want to start with the council. On the last Friday of this month, I will not wear this kind of clothes to work. I will wear jeans trousers and a dirty shirt. I will come with my rain boots. I will come with shovel and machetes, and that will be applicable to everybody, all my aides and everybody working in this council. That they will not even sign local government identification letter.
So it's Operation Clean Up Yenagoa.
We will clean, not Yenagoa yet. We will clean this enclave.
Okay.
And when we have cleaned this place, nobody comes in here to drop a wrapper of tom-tom. If you do that, there will be penalties, severe penalties for that. Immediately it is cleaned up, I'm going to buy trash cans and position them in strategic places. So if you come here, you drink sachet water or bottled water, dispose it properly. If you dispose it carelessly, it will attract severe sanctions. When we are done with that, then in Yenagoa, I just had a meeting with youth from Visiting Clan. I have told them going forward that they have to take the sanitation of the clan seriously. I have instituted a price. Now monthly, a prize money will be given to the cleanest community in Visiting Clan.
That's commendable.
That will be done in Yenagoa also. The cleanest community in Yenagoa, the metropolis here, will be given a prize going forward from the end of September. So I think if we do that, if we change our attitudes, our environment will be beautiful.
I think I agree with you, Mayor. Now, if you're just joining us, we are on JPAC TV podcast, and we have the honor of having this conversation with the Mayor of Yenagoa local government, Honorable Bodise Ndiwari, discussing about what it has been like for him over 1 year since he assumed office as the Mayor of the capital city. Mayor, the local government financial autonomy, how has it been for you? You laughed. A lot of people are saying that good or bad, how have you enjoyed it?
Well, in our climb here,
No problem.
our funds are given to us.
That's good.
Our funds are judiciously managed under the supervision of the Deputy Governor. And that is why we can pay pensions. We paid the new salaries in January. And we started in December, but we implemented in January. And we paid the arrears in that January. Arrears for December and January.
That's good.
You are aware, some, even in the FCT,
That's he argued over it. That's the truth.
Schools went
Well, it's good to know.
schools
We went outside for weeks, months.
Well, yes, and yeah, we don't have any challenge with that. Going forward also, the pension, the gratuity payment had been simplified in the local government system, courtesy of the Prosperity Governor and his deputy.
That's good.
Now, since May, as we retire in this month of August, as the month is ending, you receive your gratuity.
Wow. That's good. That's wonderful.
That is from me. That is what we are doing. We are working on modalities. By September, we have, in Yenagoa, we have a backlog of 700, a little above 700 million as gratuities and death benefits to retirees and people who have passed on. We are working on modalities to ensure that before October, we'll clear that arrears.
That's nice.
So that those who have served the system should also get what is due them and go home and be happy. So beyond the small infrastructure and stuff we are doing, we are also concerned about the welfare of the people. So for finances, our finances are given to us. The reforms that were done before we came in had paid off. At some point, some councils couldn't pay salaries.
That's true.
But here we are today, we pay salaries, we're embarking on projects, we are even paying pensions and gratuities. And so in terms of financial autonomy,
That's nice.
the issue, Supreme Court sometime last year, I think about 11th or so of July, gave a judgment and all that, but that is not something peculiar to
Bayelsa. That's good. That's good, Mayor.
But for now, our finances are properly managed, and we are seeing results.
Good to know. Mayor, you talk about projects. What are some of these landmark projects that Yenagoa should remember you for at the end of your tenure?
Okay, thank you. Well, when we came in, this place you're seeing was not habited. We had to change
I was surprised when I came in.
We changed the roof. All the POP, everything was down, but we had to fix it. So today you can see that we have constructed and equipped a comprehensive health center at 10 business, that's what, 12, which facility was commissioned by His Excellency the Governor of Bayelsa State on the 25th of June. We are currently at Zarama, Masha, and Nedugo. At Nedugo, we are doing a concrete pavement of 120 meters with a drain and a retaining wall. Our work is almost 60% complete. We started, we did groundbreaking on the 16th and 17th of July. At Panshan, we are building a health center. The land space is not much. What we are doing there is a story building, which will accommodate the wards, male, female, pediatric, VIP wards, pharmacy, and stuff. The Panshan projects, as we speak, the first floor decking is completed. We are waiting for it to cure a required number of days so that we can take up the structure to the finishing level, where we will roof and then continue with the rest of the work. At Zarama, since we came, we saw the challenge of traffic flow, especially on Fridays. Thursdays and Fridays, when it is market, people put their wares on the road to sell. Vehicles are carelessly parked on the road. So we saw the need to establish a motor park. We have a market there. So with the motor park, people coming to do business there on Thursdays and Fridays will have a place to park. We bought 6 plots of land there. Incidentally, the land space available was a borrow pit.
Wow.
But as we speak, San Filin is almost brought in swamp bogies, excavators, bulldozer, massive. The facility also have malls, 5 malls, a restaurant, toilets, a tank stand to provide water for the facility, and then a place where travelers will sit comfortably and wait for their vehicles to. And there will be gatehouse where, of course, one, we are solving the challenge of the traffic flow.
Good luck.
And then two, it will serve as a source of revenue to the council. So all of these works are ongoing. I think tomorrow, as I came back, I've not had the time to, but tomorrow I'll go around to inspect the level of work done and encourage the contractors to work within the timeline. We have a timeline of, though sometimes your timeline will be dependent on the availability of funds.
That's true, no doubt, no doubt.
So what we are looking at, before the year runs out, we want to ensure that those projects are completed so that we can now move to other works. So for now, we have a comprehensive health center which we built, which the governor had the commissioners of health. So what was there?
I saw the video, quite portable.
It was immediately upgraded to a cottage hospital.
Nice.
And so that's our number one signature project. By the time we finish Zarama and Panshan, of course, you'll be invited.
Okay, no problem. The primary school, we have some primary school under Yenagoa, bad building, dilapidating building. What are you doing towards?
Yes, I have sent my education department under the leadership of the supervisor for education. They've gone around, not only schools, even the health centers. We have looked at the health centers, looked at the report is here. So in our next budget cycle, we will take a few of them this year. Then in our next budget cycle, beyond the major projects, our desire is that every ward should have a major project in this administration. But aside from the new ones that will come on board, we'll look at the schools, how they fare in some activities of man.
Vandalization.
Yes. So we'll renovate some of those schools within the means of available resources. Renovate and provide some forms, chairs, tables for the people to be comfortable in their schools. That's that side. And even the health sector, I went to Marathon, I saw that no curtains, no bed sheets. So those are challenges. So we need to make those places okay so that when patients come in there,
to be comfortable.
Yes, they should be comfortable and
that's true.
Get treated. So the schools, we have
look into that. Okay.
The report is there. We'll look at, okay, how many can we take within the means of the expected revenue so that if it is in every ward, if we can take one school and renovate, I think it will go.
It will go a long way. It would.
But there are also plans to engage some persons to secure those schools.
Exactly. Because vandalism is too high.
Just this morning, I got a call from Bizeni at the Baptist Primary School. Somebody went in there last night, removed all the cables, stole, a lot of. So if we have security, I think some of that can be checked.
But don't you think the youth body of this community can
that
be
is why I have just met with them and I have charged them.
That's good.
Security, sanitation, and the drug abuse. These were the three issues
that's good.
That I
emphasized on.
And I've got a commitment from them that they will go back home and do their best to ensure that they work with me to tame some of these challenges we have.
That's good. Mayor, your predecessor built a magnificent shopping mall at the Ekeki Park there.
Yes.
We discovered that some of the shops are not put to use. What effort are you making to make them put to good use? Most of them are locked, except some few ones.
I have asked the legal officer of the council to go after them and recover all those shops. The process are on. By next week, the matters will be in court. They have all been served, and we are going to recover and give to people who are serious-minded, who want to do business. You can't keep our shops locked. 2 years, 3 years, you have not paid, and the shops are known. If others condone such, I will not. So we are in the process of recovering those shops.
That's nice.
So that we'll give them back to people who are desirous and serious-minded, who want to do business and contribute to the economy of Yenagoa advice.
I think I agree with you, Mayor, on that. As we're going to wind down this conversation with the Mayor of Yenagoa local government and this podcast, I want to dive into politics. Mayor.
Yes.
When you are giving us a brief history of how it all went with you, I'm sure that you started politics among the first early Fourth Republic politicians. Any plan, when you live as mayor, you have political plans of aspiring for higher offices?
I am not ambitious. What I have now, I want to do it with all my mind, with all my heart, and give it my best. I am doing it like I'm doing it unto God Almighty. When I am done with that, if the leaders finds me worthy, that you have done well, come and do this, I will not renege, but I will not be ambitious. It's service. Like I told you, I have not rested, I have not had a holiday for 1 day since I came. I have not even slept in Biseni, my hometown, for a night. Biseni is just 1 hour, 20 minutes drive from Yenagoa. I have not slept. I go there and then I come back same day. So I am not ambitious. I will do what I have now when my tenure is ended. In short, by the grace of God, by March 2027, I'll prepare my handover note and wait. So when the new person emerges, a week to when he will take office, I'll hand over to him. I'll go and rest. If the leaders finds me worthy, that we gave him this and he had done well. He had managed as a trustee. He had managed this trust property.
You'll be willing to.
And they say, okay, come and do this. I'll be willing to, but on my own, I don't have
that ambition
to say, from chairman, I want to go to House of Assembly or to House of Reps or to whatever. No.
Okay.
That is like...
But how has the relationship been like working with the deputy governor and the governor?
Perfect. Very good relationship. You can look at this table. Did you see any file on this table?
No. No, I'm surprised. Whether you took it off before we
I don't leave any file overnight. I learned that from the deputy governor and the chief of staff. No file stays on the table beyond 12 hours. So I learned that work ethics. I've been watching it from a distance. So relationship, perfect. Cordial working relationship with the governor and the deputy governor.
Wow.
And even with the staff here, the principal officer, you can just do a survey and ask.
That's nice.
Cordial working relationship.
That's nice, Amir. Finally, before we wrap up the conversation, there are talks that your principal may be defecting to another political party. If he does that, will you be willing to move with him?
Where he stands, I stand. If he moves today, the time is 7 minutes past 1. In the next 1 hour, I am moving with him. I believe in his abilities, in what he has done for Bayelsa. And so that is a leader I have come to not only respect but love. And so where he leads, I will follow. And not only me, several other people have been calling me.
In that respect.
Where he goes, I go.
You go. Okay. Just
so that's where I stand.
Somebody said this political neck is with the governor.
Where he goes, I go.
You are doing the first tenure. Will you be seeking a second one?
Like I said, I am not ambitious.
Wow. Mayor said it's not ambitious. Well,
no, I'm not.
It's good to know. Okay.
As humans, you may have ambition. Okay, I'm a politician.
If your people call you to come and complete the job you started,
I will not reject it. But I am not ambitious. And I also know the dynamics of the politics within the Yenagoa system. This position rotates among the 3 constituencies. So, but if the leader say, you have done well, come and do this, I will oblige.
Okay.
Gladly continue to serve.
Your message to Yenagoa residents, particularly Amarata indigenes, in the last 24 hours, it has been security problems. Your message to them, Mayor?
Well, first, not Amarata indigenes. I want to condole with the Nigerian police force
Who lost the personnel?
for the loss of the personnel. It was a very barbaric act. And the act of such useless young men is causing a lot of pains to the people of Amarata. I understand even the chief was arrested. He had just been released this morning. He may not be in the know of how it happened. So I empathize with the innocent people, but for the young men who feel that it's cultism, they want to get guns to, for whatever reason, it doesn't pay. Toggery, there is no retirement. If you are in the civil service over time, you will retire, and there will be benefits that will accrue to you from your retirement. You'll be paid gratuity. Sometimes you may be paid a pension for life. But I do not think that there's any cultist anywhere known under the sun that enjoys such benefits. It doesn't pay. Some of these young people can become chairman, governor, senator, whatever. But the way they are wasting their lives leaves much to be desired. I want to appeal to our young people to desist from crime and criminality. It doesn't pay. If you kill somebody today, you may run away. But somehow, God will balance things. Some other people will also look for you and kill, because the blood of that person you kill will be crying to God. Just like that of Abel. Cain never knew peace until he died. So please, young people, stay away from crime. For the residents of Amarata who have been impacted, I empathize. The government empathize with you. It's a very unfortunate situation. The family of the young police officer who was gunned down, we condole with you and pray that God will grant you the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss.
On that note, we say thank you so much for being with us on this podcast today with the Mayor of Yenagoa local government. It has been very informative and interactive. I've gotten a foresight of how it has been with him since he has assumed office as the mayor of the capital city. And on that note, we say join us next time for JPAC TV podcast as we leave you in health and peace.